HSN. Let's talk about Easy Spirit. Easy Spirit is a name I think that so many of us are familiar with. You can find them in all the big department stores. They are all about ease, incredible comfort, 360 degrees all the way around, lightweight, and adorable styles. Now this is the Athleisure Mule, and so many of us love this because there's no laces, there's no zippers, there's no fuss. You simply step into the most comfortable, lightweight shoe because all of this shoe is super stretchy. So I always say when I have this shoe, it's like the next best thing to having a custom designed, custom fit shoe because it's gonna stretch and move with you. If you need extra air, kind of extra stretch and extra room, maybe in the bunion area or the shape of your toes, all of us have different shaped feet, right? Well, this is gonna stretch and move with your feet, incredibly comfortable and breathable on the inside. You can see you've got that memory foam that even comes up the side of the shoe. So every angle of this is just designed to be lightweight and comfortable. And yes, look how incredibly cute this is. So let me go through the colors on this. I'm just noticing off to the side that these are $24.95. I thought they were gonna be $29.95, so yay, $5 more on clearance tonight. They were originally $59.90, and they're $12 and change on your charge card. So this beautiful, gorgeous color that I'm holding is called gold. So it's more of a neutral, but you can see it's got that gold influence kind of around the toe. You can see in the back, you've got that you've got the little traction on the bottom, so you're not gonna slip in these. That wraps up the back of the heel. But you can also see this cup, which is what's gonna hold your foot nice and secure. So that is going to be your gold. We do have them available in the black as well. And then your final option is going to be, wait for it, this is gonna be the blue multi. And of course, that's got the beautiful pops of blue back with the orange. Can you see the gorgeous stretch? It's breathable, it's stretchy. They weigh next to nothing. You've got tons of memory foam and support on the inside. Just a great shoe for you to have on hand when you're running around chasing the kids, walking the dog. A great house shoe too, but they look so incredibly stylish. $24.95. We do have it available in medium and wide and whole and half sizes tonight. And listen, free shipping and handling. As of right now, we are not limiting the number of pairs that you can pick up. So if you're loving maybe the black and you want to have fun and go for that pop of print, go for that as well. Now, when you're in the ordering process shopping with us, we have, believe it or not, the coordinating crossbody that goes back with each of these bags. The crossbody is lightweight. It's loaded with so many pockets. This is my dream look right here. You throw on your great athleisure shoe that's so comfortable. You're running around shopping. You're running around with the grandkids. You've got that really great shoe. And then you're completely hands-free with your crossbody handbag that is lightweight, but then loaded with tons of pockets as well. The item number for your crossbody, which might I just say right now is $19.95 from $69, is $458,498. This is definitely one of those moments where you can't think about it too long. You gotta jump in the ordering process if you want your brand new crossbody bag to coordinate back with your brand new Easy Spirit shoes. If you're on the go, you want that lightweight convenience of having a comfortable shoe and a coordinating crossbody. This is definitely a set for you. That's gonna be your gold. Here is your crossbody in the black, under $20 for an Easy Spirit crossbody. You've got a button pocket right here. You've got zippers and patch pockets in the front, a full zipper, and then loaded full of space and organization inside as well, and that adjustable strap. Under $20 if you want to add the coordinating crossbody to your purchase tonight. That's definitely a great idea. So here are your final remaining options. In a shoe that is either going to be on your foot, it's going to be sitting in front of the door, ready for you to put it on, because you slide your foot into so much comfort and memory foam. And then look at how adorable they look. We are saying last call on the black. So that's gonna leave the gold and then the multi. Take a look at the multi back with the crossbody. Isn't that adorable? So we're saying last call on the black, go for a pop of color, go for that beautiful gold, which is so feminine and such a gorgeous look, but it's gonna stretch and it's gonna move with your feet. Such a beautiful, beautiful shoe at the lowest price.